This isn't about politics. This is about, we live in an ecosystem in Southern California where it's well known about fires. It's well known about mudslides and earthquakes. You know that that's what you get when you want to become the mayor of Los Angeles. What is her butt doing in Ghana? Who cares about an inauguration in Ghana? Get your butt in town and take care of your people. We have contaminated water, contaminated. People can't even drink water, can't shower. What is she doing about that? This isn't fiction. This isn't politics. This is human decency.
The recent fires have left a trail of destruction that's hard to comprehend, but it's not just about the billions in financial losses. It's about the emotional toll on those who've lost everything. Homes, memories, family heirlooms, all gone in an instant. Let's examine this devastating situation and the factors that contributed to it, and more importantly, the emotional toll it's surely taking. The Los Angeles fires have caused damage worth hundreds of billions of dollars, but the real cost, it's immeasurable. Imagine losing everything you've worked for in a matter of hours. Your home, your possessions, your sense of security, all turned to ash. The emotional impact on these victims is staggering. Now let's talk about what led to the disaster. There were some serious oversights in preparation. The governor of California, the Los Angeles County mayor, and even the fire department share some responsibility. The fire department, already underfunded, had $17 million removed from their budget. This left them ill-equipped to handle such a massive crisis. Listen to the fire chief when asked, did they fail you?
Save lives, and that we can protect property to the greatest capacity, but we need to be funded appropriately, and that's where my head is. You asked.
The mayor said it didn't affect your ability to respond. Did it affect LA City Fire's ability to respond, starting with the Palisade fire and then this domino effect of fires, including the Archer fire that we're seeing happen right now in Granada Hills?
Yeah, I think obviously any budget cut is going to impact our ability to provide service. That's at this point, that is a ground truth. I'm here to make sure that we are garnering the support to get our LAFD firefighters what they need to do their jobs, period.
Did the city of Los Angeles fail you and your department and our city?
It's my job to stand up as a chief and exactly say justifiably what the fire department needs to operate to meet the demands of the community.
Did they fail you?
That is our job, and I tell you, that's why I'm here. So let's get us what we need so our firefighters can do their jobs.
Did they fail you?
Yes.
People are hurting, and they continue to lose everything. The emotional toll is beyond imagination. I want to share a clip with you that really drives home this point. It's a 2-minute video of a lawyer speaking about the government failures. His passion and anger are palpable, and he addresses the leadership's omissions.
Sheriff, there is that the winds are picking up and they're only going to get worse over the next 24 to 48 hours. Your thoughts right now as we sit here?
Hey, Lisa, thanks for having me. Look, my feelings have gone from shock and trauma when at 5 a.m. early Wednesday morning, I'm forced to run out of my house with my teenage daughter, a 9-month-old child, a nanny with one pair of clothes for 3 days, and running to a hotel. So I was shocked and traumatized. Then I went through a feeling of sadness, right? Looking at those images, having people reaching out to me. I've known several people have lost homes, churches burned down, you name it, right? People's lives are just destroyed forever trying to rebuild. Then my feelings moved to outrage. Why? Because I hope Karen Bass gets up when you cover her press conference and announces her resignation today. She should resign and explain to everybody as well about this alleged leak memo as well, in which she wanted to cut the fire department budget another $49 million within a week before the wildfires. That's been reported. I haven't verified it. Also, let's ask Karen Bass a question for me. Why she agreed to pay the new head of the LA Department of Water and Power, a woman named Janice Quinones, almost $400,000 more than the prior head of DWP. Explain that. Maybe she could have used some of that money to hire more firefighters. And if she had gotten her way with another $49 million cuts in the fire department, guess what? 16 fire departments would have been shut down. And what about the San Ynez Reservoir? Is anybody investigating Quinones and Karen Bass for allowing that reservoir to drain 117 million gallons of water? This isn't fiction. This isn't politics. This is human decency. She allowed that to happen on her watch. One more point I want to make. On Tuesday night, when I'm sitting in my home in Pasadena and I'm hearing about winds predicted of 80 to 100 miles an hour, Alicia, that's hurricane force. Where was her team sitting there with the electric grid across all of LA County trying to figure out where to potentially turn off electricity to make sure lines don't go down? Because I think you're going to find at the end of the day, lines went down causing these fires. How are you not there with your team? Who gives a heck about Ghana? What is her butt doing in Ghana? Who cares about an inauguration in Ghana? Get your butt in town and take care of your people. And now we're dealing with what you're talking about. What, in Pasadena, we have contaminated water. Contaminated. People can't even drink water, can't shower. What is she doing about that? What is she doing about looting that's happening within 600 feet of where I hope my home is still standing? What's she doing about that? Why didn't she have the National Guard in place before this went down? Lisa,
right.
Look, I'm not trying to play. This isn't about politics. This is about, we live in an ecosystem in Southern California where it's well known about fires. It's well known about mudslides and earthquakes. You know that that's what you get when you want to become the mayor of Los Angeles. And you want to play these silly games about wanting to build homes for the homeless in LA instead of taking that money and taking care of people in LA County who have worked their whole lives to get homes. Take care of those people. Forget about your socially comfortable policies. I mean, we are outraged. Look, at the end of the day, she should be facing a recall. That's how I feel about it.
His words are powerful, aren't they? They reflect the frustration and pain felt by so many affected by these fires. Now, I want to take a moment and talk about how we can help. In this video description, you're going to find a link to donate to the fire victims. Your support can make a real difference in the lives as they try and rebuild. While we're on the topic of national disasters, there's another link to help the victims of Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. Every donation, no matter how small, can bring hope to those who've lost so much. Let's circle back to the LA fires and the government's role. The lack of preparation is truly concerning. Why weren't there more resources allocated to fire prevention and response? How can we assure this doesn't happen again in the future? These are questions we need to keep asking our leaders. The fires have exposed weaknesses in our emergency response system. They've shown how vulnerable we are to natural disasters. But they've also shown the strength and resilience of the community coming together. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers offering support. It's a silver lining in a dark situation. We'll wrap up this discussion on the LA fires, but I want to remind you of the human element. Behind every statistic, there's a family, a story, a life that turns upside down. Let's keep them in our thoughts, and if possible, offer our support. Before we end, I want to give you a sneak peek at our next video. We'll be diving into the media's double standard when treating Democrats and Republicans. It's a topic that's sure to spark some interesting discussions. If you found this video informative, please give it a like and share it with others. Your engagement helps spread awareness of these important issues. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.